everybody. It's Cindy Matalucci, your host of The Pulse and Live with Cindy. We made it through another week. We thank you so much for tuning in with us. We love spending this 30 minutes with you, bringing you engaging content and stories and spotlighting our local community because it's fabulous. And it's almost fall, so we are dressed in fall outfits. We're trying to bring on the fall. I've got my faux leather on today, my vegan leather. So I want to shout out to Trina Turk and Blank New York City for my outfit today. I also want to thank my sponsors who we couldn't do it without. We love Flax for Life, who gives us nutritious, healthy snacks for our guests and our staff. I also want to thank Coffee Ambassador for keeping us caffeinated because we don't do anything without the caffeine. Mm-hmm. So everybody runs to the coffee bar first thing when they come on set. So we love that. So thank you guys so much. They've been doing coffee right for 50 years in San Diego. Coffee delivery like no one else. So we love them. Okay, you guys. So next week is Thanksgiving. We were just talking about this. Get your turkeys because there's a turkey shortage. No lie. Abner, our producer, was telling us he was trying to find a turkey. They only have extra large ones. 3 different stores. So go get your turkeys now because there is a shortage. So anyway, Thanksgiving, we are going to be off next week, but we are back on December 3rd with my holiday gift guide. Oh yeah, it's the best time of year. So basically my gift guide, you guys, I curate about 10 to 12 products that I'm obsessed with. I've tried them, I've used them, I love them. I have a gift for everybody on your list. So whether it's your significant other, whether it's your child, a friend, I've got you covered. And I've got exclusive promo codes so you can shop and not feel guilty. Yes. Okay, so that's going to be on the 3rd of December. So tune in. And then that gift guide will actually go on the TV show as well. So you'll see it on TV. We're going to air that before the holidays. So very exciting stuff. Okay, you guys. So you know we love supporting women. We love it. We've got some powerful women in our community. Today I've got 2 dynamic local ladies with me that I'm spotlighting, and they're both in my women's group, Elite Networking. So I'm so excited to bring them today. But we love having Bridget Potterton with us today. She's our real estate expert. She's on the show consistently. She's with Bridgeco's team in Keller Williams. So welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much for having me again, Cindy.
I love having you. I always learn something new and exciting. There's never a dull moment with real estate. Mm-hmm. So I want to just tell you guys, if you don't know Bridget, she's got over 18 years of experience in residential real estate serving San Diego area. She's one of a select group of realtors who's been designated as a certified divorce real estate expert, which we're going to talk about and get into in a little bit. She holds a master's degree in business entrepreneurship, and she's also a real estate divorce specialist. So I don't know how you do it all. I'm already tired. I love it. But I want to chat today for the people that don't know about you. Let's talk a little bit about the market, right? Because we're going to dive into some divorce stuff in a little bit, but the market's crazy right now. What's going on?
It is. And you were talking about gifts. I have a gift for you if you are a homeowner. The good news right now is if you're a homeowner, say that you own a detached home, the average home sale for a home right now is almost 1.18 million. Just to give you some context, I was thinking back to when I bought my property that I have right now back in 2017. The average was $769,000.
Oh
so you can see it's just.
Well, when you sold me my home in 2004, it was like 500. 500 was like high at that time. Mm-hmm. That is crazy.
Yeah.
$1 million. I know I was looking at we were showing the graph that you brought today with everything. So that's not just your sales. That's in San Diego. That's the market.
And condos, guess what condos are averaging right now as of last month? Well, it wasn't that long ago we were in the 500,000s for condos, which sounds high, but we are at $680,000 average price for a condo in San Diego County.
Oh my God. So I have to ask you, what do you think about projections for 2022?
So there is no signs of things slowing down anytime soon. So that's my gift to you. If you're a homeowner, you're just going to keep building that equity. And if you're a buyer, you're probably already aware, it's just a really hard market for buyers right now. But the problem is interest rates are so low. So it's so cheap to borrow money. So that's why you see so many buyers trying to jump in right now still.
Well, and I have a question. I kind of am going to skip a little bit here, but Is there a tip for submitting an attractive offer that you could give us? Because I've been hearing a lot about this.
So I have a few tricks up my sleeve that have really helped. There's a lot of changes that have happened where there are fair housing violations you have to be careful of. So sometimes we don't necessarily, as a listing agent, want to share a love letter with people. So I'm going to tell you a little tip I've done to help get offers accepted. There's no fair housing on dogs. So I've actually written letters on behalf of my clients' dogs, and people love that. Yeah.
So standing out.
Yeah, just standing out. You have to stand out in this market because some properties are still getting 20 plus offers.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, how many offers, right? And then what about like contingencies? Are they being reduced? I hear that kind of a lot too.
Yes, inspection contingencies, the loan contingencies, appraisals. A lot of people are expecting that they're going to have to waive appraisal just to get the offer accepted, which can be disheartening to a lot of buyers right now.
Do you still have to pay 20% down?
No, there's actually loan programs like VA where you can do 0 down. FHA, which is a first-time home buyer program, you can do as little as 3.5% down, and there are some 3 to 5% conventional loans as well. But they're hard to get offers accepted. It certainly is challenging in this market, but it's happening. We're doing it.
Well, if you have questions for Bridget, let us know because we can get those answered and we can put you in touch with her because she's always got the answers for you. Okay, so today we are going to dive into a sensitive topic. We're going to talk about divorce real estate because you're an expert in this, okay? And this is a tough subject, but she really handles it and makes it easy and not stressful for you, which I love. But first I want to ask you, what is a certified divorce real estate expert? Because I did not know that existed.
That's a good question. Well, the reason that you probably didn't know it existed is because there's only about 100 of us across the entire United States. So we are a group of realtors and brokers who specialize in divorce transactions. We've gone through a 6-month rigorous class through what's called the Alumni Institute, which is a fabulous institute that is run by a certified court-appointed divorce expert and several attorneys. So we went through this 6 months. We learned all about the ethics in dealing with divorce and real estate, the financials of the house, a much deeper dive than we typically would go into as traditional real estate brokers. So many different things. Another thing that really differentiates us is we take an oath not to do what we call double ending a deal or dual agency, often referred to. So in traditional real estate, we're actually encouraged. Represent as many people as you can. Represent the buyer, represent the seller. It's great. But you could see how in a divorce transaction, that could get really complicated. So we took an oath to do that. We took an oath of neutrality to make sure that we are always representing the estate, both parties involved, because I deal with low conflict where maybe there's mediation. I've dealt with high conflict where I have dual restraining orders. I've got people in anger management classes. I've got clients getting arrested. I've got situations where they can't even be on the same contract or email, let alone be in the same room with each other. So it's certainly a different way to do real estate, and that's part of what we're trained to do. We're also trained in expert witness testimony if we need to be in there. Fair market valuations for the attorneys that we work with in their cases. So there's a lot of different things that we focus on to really help in this niche.
Wow, it is a niche. And what made you get into this? What was your...
Well, I did my first divorce transaction about 15 years ago. I was actually representing the buyer. The sellers were going through a divorce. It was a home in La Jolla. And it was one of the worst transactions I had ever done. And by the time it closed, I decided I'm never going to do another divorce transaction.
No, I'm going to become an expert.
And so years later, I started working with a couple of family law attorneys and mediators, and didn't particularly enjoy it. But I had an attorney sit me down one day. She really became a mentor, and she said, "Bridget, these people are going through one of the worst times of their life, and they need you to help them because there's not a lot of good training out there for real estate brokers. We're told to go in and take the listing and ask questions later oftentimes, and that's just how traditional real estate goes. And in divorce transactions, I actually front load the transaction, so I do a majority of the work up front before I even take the listing, because so many things can go wrong during these situations where if our client disappears on us, we still need to be able to get the deal done.
That's crazy. Well, I love this. Okay, so let's talk about some tips, right? There's a lot of common questions when it comes to divorce and real estate. So can you give us maybe, 3 tips or something? What happens with divorced couples, and what can they do?
So if you are a homeowner and you are contemplating going through divorce, or you're in the process of going through divorce, the biggest tip I can give you is just take a breath. Take a breath. You are going through a situation you probably didn't anticipate, and oftentimes when we are emotional, we make bad decisions. So don't make a rash decision. Don't just call a realtor or even a certified divorce expert and say, get my home on the market today, or vice versa. I'm never going to sell my home because, X, Y, and Z. A lot of us, we have attachment to our home. We've lived in it for a while. Maybe you've raised family there. You have friends that have stayed there. You have a lot of great memories. And oftentimes it's just important to just assess the overall situation and not make a quick decision.
Just kind of look at your options first.
Look at your options, and oftentimes I think sometimes with the emotional, we want to hurt the other person, or we want to protect ourselves, and sometimes that can make it difficult to kind of look through with the clear glasses, right? We just sometimes just can't see past the pain or the anger. So that would be my first tip. Second would be assemble a team. So there are a lot of different types of professionals out there that work with people going through a divorce. And it's not just a family law attorney. You have certified divorce financial analysts who can help you understand the financials. You have divorce coaches. That's become something that has really grown in the last 10 years or so. They are fabulous at kind of helping get you through the process, because you do need somebody to kind of help you pick up the pieces a bit. I mean, it's a very, very long process oftentimes. Sometimes it can drag on for years.
So you need a team. You need
a team. And I think people think, well, I just own the one house, or I'm not rich, so all I need is an attorney. Or some people, they try to do it themselves and just represent themselves without an attorney or a mediator, and that can be dangerous. So even if you're getting along, there's options for mediators. There's some great ones out there, but you do need to have somebody looking out for your best interests. So that's tip number 2 that I would say is really important. And then tip number 3 is, if you do have a property that you may be interested in selling, or you might actually be interested in doing a buyout, which means one spouse buys the other out of their interest of the property, hire a CDRE, a certified divorce real estate expert, or at least talk to them and get all the information. Even if you're not sure if you're going to sell your home, we can go through all the process, the pros and cons, and get you in touch with somebody who can help you with the financials if you do decide to keep your home.
Because it's important what you put in the contract, everything that goes into that.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That makes sense. I love that. And if obviously she's got more tips. There's a lot of questions that people have. So if you guys have questions, let us know. But so where do we find you, and what's the best way to get a hold of you? Because you'll do like a consultation, right?
Absolutely. So if you want to reach out to me, you can find me on Instagram or Facebook at Real Estate Divorce Specialist. And you can always go to my website. If you are an attorney looking for documents or requests for information, you can go to sddivorcepro.com. Or if you are a homeowner, you can always check out my website, comehometo.sandiego.com.
I love that. And any tips for being a mom working at home sometimes with kids?
I had a Zoom chat about a month ago, and my daughter was homesick, and she starts brushing my hair in the middle of the Zoom meeting, and I'm trying to have a serious face because it was a serious meeting, and my hair is just... Every parent can relate, though, right?
If we never have Zoom again, I'm going to be happy. I'll tell you, I'm a little over Zoomed out.
Yes.
But I love it. She's so real, and I love that. And you've been so great. I mean, we've known each other since 2004. So I just love everything about you. So you guys will have everything on the website. Check her out. We're going to do a quick commercial break. We're going to show you a little recap video of our event at Elite Networking Group. We had a great event. We spotlighted our chef from the Etouffee Cafe, Lynette James. So we love her. So we're going to show you a quick commercial break. And then, Bridget, thank you so much for coming on again.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, and follow her, you guys. All right, we'll be right back. Hi everybody, welcome back. That was our fabulous event that we were showing you with Lynette at Koizen with Elite Networking. We had such a great time. So stay tuned, we have the calendar for 2022 and we'll be showcasing some more fabulous Elite events. Okay you guys, so you know how much we love gifting and we love people that are involved in the community and really want to give back. So we're so excited. I've got Barbara here with me today from Grace and Hope Gifting. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm so happy to be here.
So excited. You know I love your products, so
Thank
it's
you.
great to have you here. So before we get started, I want to talk a little bit about your story because it's interesting. You were an educator and you transitioned, and I know it wasn't an easy path for you.
No, it wasn't.
But I want you to tell the viewers a little bit about how you got involved in this industry.
Yes, so in 2019, I was teaching full-time, but started to feel like there was something more that I needed to do. And I'm a gifter by nature. Whenever somebody's going through a situation, I always feel like, I don't know what else to do, I gift. That's my love language. So I came up with the idea to start Hope and Grace Gifting and created this opportunity to gift in a custom way.
I love that. And you brought some products with you today. So talk to us a little bit about what you have. I love your affirmation cards. I mean, those were like your baby.
This is my baby, yes.
So what was the inspiration for the affirmation cards?
So the cards came from my love for words and encouraging and inspiring others. And so I created my first deck, the I Am Everything card deck, in 2020, actually. And so I thought it fit perfectly with the gift boxes that I was already doing, which were kind of based around self-care, self-love, inspiration, and encouragement. And so now I have those type of items with my cards, and you can mix and match and make whatever type of gift box you need.
Well, and the cards are only $24.99, right?
Yes.
So the
cards are
prices are so great too.
They are, yeah. I've seen them range from $24.99 and way up. So yes, they are priced very reasonably.
Well, I love that. And so the gift boxes, I heard a little rumor, and she brought it today that she was doing some coffee with her gift boxes. So can you talk about this one?
Yes, yes. So this was inspired by a recent order, and I do try to source as much as possible locally to begin with. But yes, this coffee box is a local coffee made in Carlsbad or roasted in San Diego. And then it includes a mug with some either locally made caramels by Sweet Mama, Sugar Mama.
Oh, Sugar Mama.
Sugar Mama.
I love,
Everybody
she's been
knows
on our
Sugar
show.
Mama.
We
Oh,
love
has she?
Yeah, we love her.
Oh, everybody loves Sugar Mama. Or Shortbread by Prager Bros in Carlsbad.
Okay.
So yes, it's a special box being offered for the holidays, which are right here.
Yeah, the holidays, this is like the perfect gift for the holidays. And you have holiday gift boxes too. You have other things that you can curate, right?
I mean, it is getting harder and harder to source things. They're taking longer. Yeah, they're not as easy to get right now. But I do still have a decent selection to choose from.
So how long do you need for people to get their orders in?
Well, if I have it in stock, it's just 1 to 3 days.
Okay, perfect.
But otherwise, a couple weeks for custom orders.
And what's your most popular cards, would you say?
The original I Am deck is #1 bestseller.
Okay,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes,
I love it.
They've made great gifts.
And so you have a promo code for our viewers too.
I do, yes. So if you go online to hopeandgracegifting.com, you can use code PULSE and get your discount.
15% off on your order. We
Yes.
love that. I'm telling you guys, holidays are coming up. This is the perfect gift, and it's so thoughtful, and it's curated. That's what I love about it.
It is. It has that personal touch.
It really does. So you got to get that. Okay, so your passion for giving back, that's something that I love about you because you're very involved in giving back. I know that's very important. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing with the community and maybe some of the organizations that you're working with?
Yes, so it is big. It's a passion. I have a heart for many things. This month we're giving a portion of proceeds to Slave to Nothing, which fights any kind of slavery, human trafficking, and those type of situations. We'll try to choose a different organization each month.
Oh, wow.
Just because I have so many different causes that pull on my heartstrings. But yes, it was important for me to be able to get to a point in my business, which is still fairly new, to be able to donate and give back.
Well, I was going to ask you too, like maybe you have a tip for an entrepreneur because you were in, like me, I was in the corporate world. I made that leap, and I know it's not easy. And you were in your, career, and then you made the leap.
Yes, and it's not easy. Being an entrepreneur, or especially solopreneur, there's that dip that comes. And so you have to constantly work your way back up. And I would say the biggest piece of advice that I have is to just believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in you, nobody else will. And also to network, like just being in elite networking group and connecting with so many other entrepreneurs has been such a great source of support. And just to stay committed to your why. because if you know that, you're going to stay committed and passionate about it.
So I'm going to put you on the spot. Was there a defining moment for you? I love the defining moments. Was there something that when you were in the education system and you were, teaching, that you were like, I got to take this leap?
It was a process of questioning, what is it stirring inside of me that you want, to my creator, what do you want me to do with this stirring, this feeling? And it was just loving others and encouraging others. I just it was not an overnight kind of revelation, but came to me with a lot of digging.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. I always love asking the defining moments and the courage to do it.
Yeah.
And take that leap, right? And just trusting yourself. I think that's really important.
Yes.
So I love it. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
And she's very successful, so we love that. Okay, so I have to talk to you about your podcast.
Oh, yes.
So you just launched a podcast. I think we're showing a picture of it right now, Something to Bless.
Something to Bless.
So let's talk about it. It's about faith and
mindset.
Tell us what it is.
Yeah, I have a passion for helping others to discover their purpose. And build their faith and increase their mindset so that we can all live our fullest lives and be our best versions. And so that's what it's all about.
I love that. And so where can people find it?
So you can find it anywhere podcasts are heard. It's called Something to Bless, like you mentioned, but anywhere. So if you have Apple, it's an automatic built-in app for podcasts. If you have Google Podcasts, Spotify.
Well, and I wanted to ask you what people can expect. I listened to some of them and I thought they were amazing. You did one on surrendering and the art of it and giving up control, which I have a problem with. And I know a lot of people have a problem with that. But I thought that was really powerful.
Yeah.
So what can people expect when they listen?
So each episode will be faith-based. It'll be based on the word, but not only limited to that. It's overall, self-growth, self-development, just kind of a commitment to constantly evolving and learning about who you are deep down.
I love that. And you were really authentic and you opened up about your husband's addiction and everything.
Yes.
So I feel like I love that because you're very real.
Yes, and that's what I want to keep it just as real as possible. If it's not me, then it's fake. So I want to just use my voice, use my story, my experience to share with others, because I believe that's what we go through life for, is to share it with others and help others grow.
Yeah, you guys, you got to listen to it. I love it. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And then I have to ask you, because I know you don't settle down. I know
don't.
you're not stopping. I know you've got plans. So what's on the horizon for you? Do you have some things you can share with us that you might be doing?
I do, and I haven't shared it with many, but I will share it with you.
Ooh,
and you.
exclusive.
I am going into coaching. So after
Yes.
I quit teaching, I still felt like I missed teaching. I love, sharing what I know with others. And I presented at our group
I was going to say.
on mindset affirmation cards and the power in them. And then I felt, and it kind of woke me up, like, I need to do more of this because it feeds me to feed others.
And
so
I think
coaching is
that's
next.
why you're doing what you're doing. That's your why, right?
It is, yeah.
I love that. So coaching. Okay, so when will you release more on that, do you
Probably
think?
by January, February. It'll be
Okay.
official.
And then they can find everything on your website, links to everything.
Yes, especially on Instagram. I kind of have put everything there.
Everything's there.
in my
Okay.
bio.
Well, I love it. And that's @_Barbara Guillen on Instagram and hopeandgracegifting.com. We'll have everything on our website too. And then, are you ready for the holidays? Are you? I
ready.
saw you packing stuff up.
I'm ready. I'm moving fast, but I'm ready. I'm ready.
Well, get your turkey because there's a shortage.
There's a turkey shortage.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show. We love everything that you're doing. I think these
Thank
gifts
you.
are amazing. Use our promo code, you guys, the Pulse, to save 15% off. And thank you for just being so empowering.
Thank you. Thank you. You do the same.
Thank you so much. All right, you guys, so be safe, be nice to each other out there. I always say that because I think sometimes we forget. People have gone through a lot the last 2
They
years. We're starting to get back to normal, we think, right? So be nice to each other. Go out, get your gifts. It's holiday time. We'll have the gift guide on the 3rd for you. And we'll see you next time when we put our finger on the pulse of San Diego. Thanks for being our guest today.
Thank you for having me.
Bye, guys.